So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a 50-gallon Bradford White natural gas water heater. You can see right here model number and serial number. If you do want to get this registered, you're going to go to bradfordwhite.com, hit the warranty or the register button, give them all your information. I think they're going to ask you for the serial number, and then you get your warranty going. 1 year labor, 6 year parts on that. Starting at the top, put my ladder away, so I'm going to try and climb up here real quick. Starting at the top, you got 1-inch pipe stubbed out of the wall, and then it was reduced and soldered, and it had the copper connector. So what we did is we just cut it back, got a 1 by 3/4 press fitting, and then a 3/4 press adapter over to a Falcon stainless steel connector down to a brass extension. So this all flows really well. House is plumbed in copper, so that's great with copper and PEX overhead. And so everything here flows real well. On the cold side, we did the same thing, except for we get you the new valve right here. Instead of coming straight out and kind of putting it way out here in the front, we went ahead and just gave you a 90 and dropped down to the adapter. And then, of course, the shutoff valve, and then a little brass hex nipple, and then a Falcon stainless steel connector. By the way, these Falcon stainless steel connectors, they're the largest in the industry, full 3/4 inch diameter. We like them, we use them, they're very expensive, but that's what we use. Up top, you can see dual bulb vent coming out of the ceiling up there at an angle. That's not ours, we can't touch it because it's tied into plumbing that's inside of the wall or inside of the attic up there. So the B vent stays. Ours is the new adjustable 90 right there at the top, the new piece of pipe, another adjustable 90 down to the draft diverter. On top here, you've got, step down, got the relief valve, comes with the unit. Brass nipple over the Falcon stainless steel connector. That's your existing pipe in the wall, which is CPVC. I'm assuming that this little ledge right here, they built that out so that they could run the pipe down the wall instead of drilling out all of the studs to the front, because it does go all the way to the front of the garage wall, because this is other side of this wall is the home. Normally you've got a walkway up here, and then there's a place where you can dump it out, but not in this case. So it's all the way out front. We did get this water heater out of here and enough to tie in new CPVC 90 PVC adapter and or pipe, and then an adapter. So that's all tied in. We got new straps tied in with 4 screws like it's supposed to be. So upper third adjustable strap, lower third adjustable strap. Over here we put this back together. Most homes don't have it. It's not really required. You know, it talks about sediment and dirty legs or sediment traps, whatnot. But honestly, nobody puts them in, and nobody cares when it's in. That's fine. We leave it. So we just we had to take this out to get the water heater out. So we did put it back in. We did cover it up with an escutcheon, siliconed it, so that's good. But we did replace the shutoff valve. So shutoff valve and connector, that's all brand new over to the controller. Did have to modify this cover plate a little bit down here because the pan is small. We wanted to keep it small because the opening is 22 1/2. So the inside dimension of the pan, I think at the bottom is 22, but then at the top it's about at 23 3/4. So you can see this side, it's bent a little bit, just trying to get in there. That's fine. This side, not so bad. The other pan that was in there with the previous water heater, they had taken the whole pan and bent it over at an angle underneath because there was a pedestal at the bottom, an A.O. Smith, so it was lifted up. But anyway, so this went back in good. A couple of pieces of or PVC fitting, a couple pieces of pipe, and then stubbed out here, you know, in the case water gets in here, and you can put a bucket underneath that. So that's been modified because the pan is, you know, it's about 1 inch too small. We normally use a 26-inch pan in here. This is the 22, maybe a 24, but it would accrease the sides all the way in. So anyways, that's good. Temperature set at 120, so hot 120, A130, B140, C150 very hot 160. So at hot 120, 5 to 7 minutes, and this is for typical person with healthy skin. So infants and elderly, the skin is thin, you will scald sooner than 5 to 7 minutes. Also, we work for a young couple that runs a hospice center, and so people forget when they get old and older, and or they have dementia or Alzheimer's, they forget that hot water scalds, and so they leave their hand in there, and it's too hot too quick, and they get burned. So they actually leave their water all the way down at 110 or 105 just for liability purposes. A130, B140, third degree burns in 3 seconds. So be mindful of that. If you turn it up to here just because you're trying to get hotter water to a certain area, just be mindful. If there's all adults in the room, great. Everybody knows how to turn a shower on to hot and then back it down with some cold water and mix it. but we just recommend leaving it here. We also document that it's there just to make sure that everybody knows what we set it to before we left. Anyways, everything here looks good. Outside of that, this installation is done.